Today we are going to continue our EOC warm-ups. As you can see, they are word-based problems. This is going to go back to things that we have done in the past. It is going to be a review that takes all the stuff we've done and kind of puts it together and helps make sure that you are prepared for that EOC that is going to be coming up on May 2nd this year. So, getting started, guys. First thing says, name 2 segments in this figure. There's lots of them, guys. Name 1 segment in this picture. AC, perfect. That's one of them. Give me another one, guys. BE, perfect. There's plenty more, guys. You could have named CB, CA, DB, BD, DE, any combination of 2 points that are on a line, that would make a segment up. Okay? Anybody have any concerns, questions about naming those? I'll be honest with you, on the last test, one of the worst things was the naming problems. Naming the angles, naming the arcs. Those were missed more than any of the hard problems. So that's definitely a concern for me. That's why there's a couple of these on here. The next one says, use the figure below to name 2 planes that intersect at EH. Here is line EH. Trace through that line. Make it extend past that. You're going to highlight the 2 planes that intersects. It intersects this side over here. The other plane that intersects is going to be which? Which one out of all these? The bottom one. There we go. So the bottom one down here. I'll get it. Hold on 1 second. Okay, so that one on the left and the one on the bottom. Those are the 2 that we've got to name. How many letters do you use to name a plane? I didn't hear. I'm sorry. How many letters, guys? 3. Yes. We can't name the top because it's only connected to one of these sides. It's got to touch E and H. So that's a very good question. And the answer would be no, but it's because it doesn't touch the E and the H, even though it does connect the plane to the plane that's already on it. That's a very good question. Okay, guys, so we got to name this one over here. You got to pick 3 letters. Any 3 letters out of that. Plane A, D, E. Any 3 of those letters out of those, okay? And the other one we'll call plane. Give me what 3 letters y'all want to use? E, F, G. E, F, G. There we go. Okay. Concerns, questions, anything about naming that? 3 letters for a plane, guys. Remember, 3 letters for a plane. Okay, the next one talks about opposite rays. Guys, if you got opposite rays, really all they're talking about is a line. They want you to find the one in the middle and name it going out from that, going in 2 opposite directions. That's all they want you to do. So if we're starting in the one in the middle, the 2 opposite rays would be going this direction, and they would go this direction. Okay, so what are the names of those 2 rays? BA. And the arrow always points to the right on a ray, guys. There's no ever pointing it any other direction because you name the endpoint first. What's the other name? BC, perfect. BC. That is exactly right. Anybody have concerns, questions, anything about that definition? Yes?
Stuff like this, it's got to be BC, with CB.
It would not. That is absolutely correct. You cannot go out of order when you're doing an array. Array has to start with the endpoint. That is 100% correct. Anything else, you know that almost anything else, the order's not that big a deal. You can name a segment, a line, anything backward, you know, you can do it forward or backwards. You can even name an angle one direction or the other as long as the middle one's in the middle. But rays, they can only be named one way. That's a very good point to bring up. Okay, guys, the next one. This is a straight line. What does every straight line on earth add up to? 180. So we are going to add these up and we are going to set them equal to 180. So we are going to add 5x plus 4 plus x, is that a minus? Minus 2 plus 3x plus 7. Just a little blurred there. And it's going to be equal to 180. We're going to combine like terms. Your like terms are going to be the x's. These are going to get combined. Then we're going to combine that with the constants. These are going to go next. So what do we get when we add 5x, x, and 3? Really, it's really 5 plus what? 1 plus 3. What's 5 plus 1 plus 3? 9x. and then we're going to add the 4 and the 2 and the 7, but you got to be careful because that 2 is negative. It's really 4 minus 2 plus 7. If you do 4 minus 2 plus 7, what's that give you? 9 again. Okay. Equals 180. We're going to minus 9 to make it 9x equals 171. Yes? Okay, this will make sure. Divide by 9, and how many times does 9 go into 171? 19. What do you think one of the choices is going to be on the test? 19. Is that the answer? No. They want you to find angle SOQ. SOQ is this entire angle right here. So not only do you have to plug it in, you have to plug it into both of these and then do what with those amounts? Yep, you got to put them together. So this one is going to be 19 minus 2, which is going to be 17. The other one we're going to plug in down here. It's going to be 3 times 19 plus 7. Now that one I'm going to let y'all do with the calculator. 3 times 19 plus 7. 64. 64. And then we add those two together. And what's our final answer for angle SOQ? 81. There you go. Good deal. Okay, concerns, questions, anything? Okay, let's keep going. Find the distance on the number line. Now guys, there's a formula for this. It's the absolute value of A minus B. Okay, that's the actual formula. I'm giving it to you because in case they give you a problem where they don't give you the number line, use it. However, and I'll show you how it works when we plug it in. However, if you're trying to find the distance from B to E, and it's got a number line, and they count by ones, guys, all you have to do is count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That distance is 5. The end. You're done. Now, are they always going to give you a number line? No. They may say, if B is at -2 and E is at 3, what is the distance between those on the number line? And you'd have to do the formula. So I'm going to show you it works with the formula also. Get this down just so you have it in case they give you one that doesn't give you the number line. So when you see this, it's going to be the absolute value of, the first one is going to be, what is that, a -2, and then minus, this one right here is going to be 3. Right? And -2 minus 3 more is going to put you at -5. But what is the absolute value of -5? 5. Now, again, they may not give you a number line. So I just want to show you the other method as well. But if they give you a number line, guys, just count. Don't make your life harder than it needs to be. Okay, last one. It says if point A is 4, 7 and point C is -8, 8, excuse me, then it got worse. Hear that lovely sound? Then find the midpoint of B. If you're going to find the midpoint, you're going to be using the formula. It looks like this. Guys, this is what it looks like. Write down. Midpoint formula. You're going to have it on the day. It's going to be x1 plus x2 all divided by 2. The other one's going to be y1 plus y2 all divided by 2. Now you need to have that for when we take folder check, because I could ask you for that. So please make sure you write down the formula. If I write it down, you write it down. Folder check, one of the main things I'm going to be looking for is warm-up stuff. So got to make sure it's strong. So if we plug into this, it's going to give us, what's the x from here? This is going to be 4. Plus the x from here, which is going to be -8, all divided by 2. We're taking the x and the x, adding them together, divided by 2. Then we're going to take the y's and add them together. The y's are going to be the 7 and the 8, so it's going to be 7 plus 8, all divided by 2. And then we do the arithmetic. What is 4 plus -8? Just like 4 minus 8, guys. If you want to type 4 minus 8, that's the same thing on the calculator. What's that give you? -4 all over 2. And then 7 plus 8 would be 15 17 divided by 2. Now, one of those will reduce. If it can reduce, you need to reduce it. You can't leave unreduced answers, unsimplified answers. What is negative 4 over 2 reduced to? Negative 2. You leave the 15 over 2 like it is, or you could give me the decimal, just so you know. What's the decimal form of that? Let's rewrite that. We'll even put the decimal form with that. What's the decimal for 17 over 2? Oh, excuse me. Do you hear? I jumped ahead. I think it's 7.5. Is that what you said? Yeah. 7.5. Okay. Okay. That's our warm-up for today. Does anybody have any questions before we get that put in our folders? Okay. Put that away.